Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Unfortunate Love was how Virendra agreed to give Lakshmi away to Balwinder during her marriage with Balwinder. Then Shalu burnt the wedding dress that Gudu brought for Lakshmi. So let's continue from there. Abe tells Grandma, Virendra and others that he will call the priest today for Rishi and Malishka's marriage. Virendra says today is my daughter's wedding. Kiran says daughter's wedding. Grandma says Lakshmi's marriage. We are going there. Abe says I will call the priest tomorrow then and I will cancel it for today. Karishma says we should get Rishi and Malishka married soon. They have waited for much time. We will do the arrangement. Kiran says why should we delay when they are already willing to marry? And Abe says Rishi and Malishka should get together as soon as possible. Malishka sees Rishi engrossed in Lakshmi's thoughts, looking at Lakshmi and his wedding album. She thinks that Lakshmi is marrying Balwinder and Rishi is lost in her memories, to that level that he did not even realize that she is here. She tried to snatch the album from Rishi's hand, but Rishi held it very tight and Malishka falls down. Shalu and Bani thinks that why is Lakshmi stubborn to marry Balwinder? Bani says our sister is doing this for Neha because the priest has kept the condition that Lakshmi should marry Balwinder before Neha can also get married. Shalu asks if this is all Rano's drama that the priest kept condition so that Lakshmi can get married to Balwinder, and Bani looks on. Kamli comes there and asks Shalu and Bani about Lakshmi. Shalu and Bani tells Kamli that Lakshmi went out and says that today is Lakshmi's marriage. Kamli is shocked and she is about to tell them that she is Balwinder's girlfriend, but she stops and she goes away from there. Shalu and Bani get worried for Lakshmi and they hug each other. Malishka blames Rishi for pushing her after he helps her get up. Rishi says he did not push her and he says sorry. Malishka says you and Lakshmi are separated now. Lakshmi is no more your wife. And she asks that why is Rishi having their broken wedding album? Rishi bent down to pick the photos, but Malishka keeps her foot on the picture and Rishi keeps his hand on the picture to save it while Malishka steps on Rishi's hand. Malishka asks if Rishi is hurt. She asks him to forget Lakshmi and says you love me and you don't love Lakshmi. She asks why can't you just do it and forget Lakshmi? Rishi says to Malishka that I know that me and Lakshmi are legally divorced, but still Lakshmi is my friend from my heart. Malishka asks what about me? She says you got married to Lakshmi and then you left me. And she asks if Rishi will leave her again. She says don't leave me and she cries, hugging Rishi. She says I love you. Rishi hesitantly keeps his hand on Malishka and makes her sit, asking her not to cry, and he again picks his photo with Lakshmi from the floor. Ayush thinks of how to stop Rishi and Lakshmi from getting separated. He thinks that Rishi is behaving indifferently and he thinks that he should convince Rishi to stop Lakshmi and Balwinder's marriage. Kamli is angry with Lakshmi for betraying her like Balwinder betrayed her and she curses Lakshmi that she will never be happy. Lakshmi comes to Kamli and asks that what happened to her and why is she so stressed. Kamli says you said that you will help me to get justice, but you are marrying Balwinder. She says I thought you would not marry him even after knowing the truth. She says I trusted you once and says I don't know what your parent taught you. Lakshmi asks Kamli to calm down and says she is here due to the values given to her by her parent and says if I had to marry Balwinder, then I would have married him and he would not even look at you again. She says she agreed to marry Balwinder because her aunt forced her to marry Balwinder for her sister, but she cannot do injustice with her other sister. Kamli says to Lakshmi that did you just call me your sister? Lakshmi says yes. Kamli asks what about your real sisters? Lakshmi says they will get married, but there is time for them, but you don't have time. She says I know Balwinder is bad, but you want to marry him. Kamli says that Balwinder is a goon, but she has accepted him as her husband. Balwinder is happy and he tells Gudu that he is having beard and he is fair like Rishi. He says he still have 1 hour for Lakshmi to marry him. Kamli says to Lakshmi that I had gone to your house. Lakshmi asks, did you tell anyone about Balwinder? Kamli says no, but they told me that you are getting married today. Lakshmi says to Kamli that she did not tell anyone about Kamli and Balwinder, not even to her sisters, and says Balwinder is very happy and he is overconfident, but you have to sit on the wedding altar instead of me. And then when your marriage happens with Balwinder with all the rituals and mantras, then Balwinder cannot ignore you. Lakshmi says to Kamli that Balwinder's friends and relations should not know about you, and she asks her to be near the marriage hall. She says she will call her and she will make her sit on the wedding altar. Kamli says, what if this marriage doesn't happen? Then I don't know how I will raise this child alone. Lakshmi says, God made me unite with you so that you can stay happy and your house is set. Kamli says, how do I repay your favor? Lakshmi says she is her sister and she doesn't have to repay her. Rishi is about to keep his wedding album with Lakshmi in the drawer. Malishka thinks that keep it, then I will take it later. Rishi stops. Ayush comes there talking and he stops seeing Malishka. Malishka says to Rishi that I think I should leave. You might want to talk about something. And she goes out. And Ayush sees Lakshmi and Rishi's photo on the floor. Balwinder's aunt comes to his house and compliments his groom attire and his looks. She asks him to keep his right leg outside for the good thing. Ayush asks Rishi that what happened to his wedding vows with Lakshmi. Rishi says the marriage is broken. And Ayush says, does that mean that your art relationship is also over? Ayush says to Rishi that you love Lakshmi. Rishi says, I love Malishka and not Lakshmi. Ayush says, okay, you don't love Lakshmi, but how can you let Lakshmi marry that Balwinder? Do something for humanity's sake. Rishi says he tried to stop Lakshmi, but she did not listen. Ayush asks Rishi to stop Lakshmi, and Rishi says nobody can stop Lakshmi. Shalu and Bani tells Rano that they don't want to go to the wedding venue. Rano tells Lakshmi that she has to go to the venue and get ready because Balwinder will give her the bridal dress there. Neha comes ready and she goes out. Lakshmi says she will be happy if Bani and Shalu come, and Shalu says we cannot see your life getting ruined. Balwinder comes to the wedding venue and gets down from the car dancing with Gudu. Lakshmi keeps Shalu and Bani's hand on her head and says, now you have to come because I have made you swear. They cried and hugged her, and Lakshmi says, I want you both to stay with me always. Malishka is talking to the designer for her wedding dress and says that they have less time to finalize the outfit for the wedding. Sonal comes there. Malishka asks, where did you go? Sonal says she had some work. Malishka says she had just talked to the designer about her dress. Sonal asks if Lakshmi and that Lalu will marry, and Malishka says of course. Sonal says to Malishka that Lakshmi is the only obstacle between Rishi and your marriage, and she asks if Rishi will try to stop Lakshmi's marriage, but Malishka says Rishi will not do that. Rano keeps the bridal dress on the bed, and she asks Shalu and Bani to get Lakshmi ready fast, and they should not do any mess. Shalu is about to throw the wedding dress away, but Balwinder's aunt comes there and takes the wedding dress from her. She says you have burnt one dress already, and she threatens her, asking her to help Lakshmi get ready fast. Virendra, Neelam and Grandma are in the car. Virendra says, I don't know why Lakshmi is marrying Balwinder, and Neelam says it is good that Lakshmi is going away from Rishi and us. Virendra asks Neelam that did you do something to Lakshmi? Neelam says she did not do anything and she just wants Lakshmi to be away from them. Grandma says if anyone is conspiring against Lakshmi, then it is wrong because Lakshmi doesn't deserve Balwinder. And Neelam says Lakshmi's bad destiny brought her to the destruction. Virendra says to Neelam that she is Lakshmi and Lakshmi's fate cannot be wrong. And if it is wrong by mistake, then I will pray to God to make it fine. Grandma says yes, a miracle should happen. And Neelam thinks that she is getting the miracle done already and Lakshmi is going to marry Balwinder today. Rishi thinks of Lakshmi and his moment together. A song plays in the background. Rishi recalls Lakshmi saying that she would die, but she will not leave him. She says if she couldn't save him, then she would die with him. Rishi recalls Ayush asking if their love and relationship has ended and asking him to do something and change Lakshmi's destiny because the marriage is tomorrow. Ayush comes to the wedding venue wearing burqa. Balwinder's aunt asks who is she? Ayush says she came to do makeup and she asks who are you? Balwinder's aunt says she is Balwinder's aunt. Ayush says you are Chikni aunt and he praises her beauty and says Balwinder called her to do the bride's makeup. Virendra, Neelam and Grandma comes to the marriage venue. Gudu asks if they have come to stop the marriage. Rano thinks that Balwinder's friends are like him. Virendra says they want to stop the marriage, but they came to attend it. Rano comes there and tells Gudu that they have come to do the Kayadan. She scolds Gudu and Gudu goes. Rano asks Virendra and others to have cold drink, but Virendra signals no. Neelam says she is feeling suffocated here, and she asks that what is this place? Grandma says we have come here for Lakshmi and they sit. Balwinder asks Gudu why they have come, and Gudu says Lakshmi called them for Akayadan. Lakshmi asks Shalu and Bani if they will sit like this. Ayush comes there and says he has come to unite the two lovebirds. He lifted the Bolka veil in front of Shalu, Bani and Lakshmi and says he has come to make Lakshmi run away from there. Lakshmi asks Ayush and thanks him, and Ayush says first the work should be done. Lakshmi gets worried and thinks that Ayush might hinder Kamli's marriage and says she will not go anywhere. Ayush says he will now option for the second way and he opens the makeup box. Rano is about to enter, but her phone rings and she stops. Shalu and Bani tells Ayush that this is Rano's ringtone and they get worried. Shalu says to Ayush that Rano asks Balwinder's friend to beat whoever comes there. Rano goes talking to Neha on the phone and she did not enter. Lakshmi asks what will Ayush do. Ayush sprays on Lakshmi's face and makes her unconscious using the spray. He gives a bolka to Shalu and says they will take Lakshmi out secretly. Rano is coming there. Ayush is applying makeup to Lakshmi's eyes. Shalu and Bani goes to stop Rano and tells her that Lakshmi is getting her makeup done. Rano says she doesn't trust them and she asks Lakshmi to tell her if it is true, saying Lakshmi sitting with her eyes closed. Ayush asks Lakshmi not to open her eyes and says the eye makeup will be ruined. Rano asks Lakshmi to go and get ready and says she will get her makeup applied. She asks that why is Lakshmi not talking. Shalu says Lakshmi is upset with us and that is why she is silent. Kamli thinks that she should go and wait at the wedding venue like Lakshmi advised her and she hopes that Balwinder and his friends should not know about her. Balwinder calls Rano and asks her to come there. Rano says she is getting her makeup done. Balwinder says you are a beauty queen already and says you will get millions of money if this marriage happens. Rano says okay. She asks Lakshmi to get her makeup done and she pat on her head. Lakshmi is about to fall, but Ayush and Shalu keeps Lakshmi properly and Rano stops, realizing that something is wrong. Okay guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a like, share it as well, and don't forget to check the comment section for the link to the next episode once it is available. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.